Injury news first of all. Vadis Odjidja, he picked up a knee injury against Sheffield Wednesday. Do you have an update on that one for us?
Yeah, not good news unfortunately. He's had his scan and medial ligament damage, so unfortunately he's going to be out for a good few weeks now. All we have to decide on now is whether he has an operation or whether he needs an operation or not. Obviously if he doesn't have an op it'll be sooner. If he does have an op it'll be longer, but he's going to be out for a good few weeks now, which is it's a terrible shame for him because his first start and looking to get into the team and establish himself, and he picked the injury up after 5 minutes of the game, and I think it says volumes for the lad himself that carried on with an injury like that. And he obviously wants to play well and doesn't want to come off, and sometimes you learn a lot about players like that, and it's a terrible shame for him, and we're hugely disappointed for him. But obviously he's got to get himself back and fit and available, and like I say, we're hoping he's not going to require an operation, but certainly won't be with us for the next few weeks.
And it's difficult for yourself as well with him and Wes in consecutive weeks, two players who play in a very similar position.
Yeah, Wes similarly, yeah, you're exactly right. You're looking at that sort of the number 10 role, if you like, players who can play just in front of the midfield or off a striker or strikers, and we've lost two very influential players now in successive games almost, so not great, but we've got a good enough squad to accommodate that. But of course you want those type of players about.
How nice is it for you to have almost a full week to prepare for one game without an international break or a midweek game?
It's different, yeah, we're not used to it, albeit it's a day early, but yeah, it was hectic. The schedule was hectic, same for every team though. The Saturday, Tuesdays, it doesn't give you an awful lot of time to do sometimes what you want to do in terms of match prep. Obviously looking at DVDs, working on things on the training ground, and because the games literally come thick and fast, and with recovery times then you're straight into the next one. So yeah, we've had the 4 or 5 days now to prepare, or will have done by come game time. So yeah, a little bit different than what we've been used to in recent times.
Yeah, so all the boys are together. How's the spirit in the group? It's been almost a month now without a win, but they must still be happy with things.
It's very good, yeah, really good. I mean, the players, they're not stupid. They know they're playing well enough to win games, as we've said many times, and as desperate as we all are to actually turn those performances into winning games, as we feel that they merit. So we're eagerly looking forward to Friday night. It's another home game. It's an opportunity to again produce a performance but take the 3 points.
Well, I'll ask you a tactically minded question. You've started with 3 different formations in the last 3 games. I mean, is that just a case of trying to find the winning formula?
Yeah, I think you have to. As I say, the effort we've put in and the dominance of the games in terms of possession and territory has been fine, but you want to mix it up. You want to give 1 or 2 players an opportunity that hopefully then you go and win a game, and you say, well, it's your opportunity, your shirt now. Go and keep it, sort of thing. So of course that's easy when you're winning games. When you've been as frustrated as we are, I think that's right to mix it and change it up, and hopefully we pick the right combination that goes and produces and delivers on Friday.
With 2 more away games next week against 2 teams sort of in and around there at the top of the league, does that put more emphasis on this Friday and getting a win? Yeah,
I think it does anyway. I mean, the 2 tough games next week, but as we've said, we want to try and win every game. And the next weeks are no different. There'll be tough games, but we've been away from home and won games this season. As obviously we've won at home this season, so we're focusing on Bolton, of course. They had a good win last week, and it's about how we go about it to get the result on Friday. Then obviously we'll start focusing on Middlesbrough and Forest straight after.
Yeah, relying on Bolton, they're down there near the bottom, but obviously they've picked up since Neil Lennon took charge, haven't they?
Yeah, new manager effect almost. The good response. They've changed the system a little bit. Neil's changed it up, similar to ourselves. And obviously they won on Saturday, so it'll be interesting to see what they do on Friday night. Whether they stick with it or they go a little bit more cautious in the manner that teams have been doing when they've been to Carrow Road. So we'll be ready for that. Again, it's about ourselves, but certainly they've got the tails up at the minute. But we'll be confident. We'll be confident that we can go and get those points that we need.
Your thoughts on their appointment of Neil Lennon? It's quite a shrewd move for them, isn't it?
Very experienced manager. Yeah, I think there's I think every job going really. Neil's been linked with it just because of what he's achieved with certainly north of the border, and his managerial record is excellent. So he's Bolton's manager now, and obviously we wish him well after Friday.
And finally, back to us. I mean, you spoke there about feeling about there's a win almost certainly coming around the corner. We keep saying it every week. I mean, do you feel that could come this Friday, obviously with the way the lads are still playing, even though we haven't got that victory? Yeah,
providing we maintain the performances, like I say. I mean, of course you take a substandard performance from what we've been delivering in a victory, of course, all day long. But you feel if we continue to play in the manner we are, obviously take our chances, then you feel that there's enough in them games for obviously us to win. So the key for us is to not drop our standards and not feel sorry for ourselves. Yeah, there's frustration there for sure, as I'm sure all the supporters that have followed us, and we all want to win games, but we have to make sure we keep our standards and then maybe a little bit of luck, but certainly go and make your own luck, as they say. So if we keep at it, then obviously we're confident we can get back on the winning track.